Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review for you guys from Yen Press. Welcome once again, guys. This is going to be a manga volume review from Yen Press. If you have not heard of Yen Press is probably the biggest company that the U.S. has here, producing and making manga and light novels and also comics left and right. So I do highly recommend this company, and I have been reviewing stuff for them for quite a bit now. So if you haven't checked them out, I'll leave links in the description below. Give them some love. Give some love to this video. So if you're watching for the first time in my channel or for the 100th time in my channel, share this video, make a big noise, comment, like, and share. That does really a lot for the algorithm here on YouTube. This is going to be a series that I was able to read online. They sent me a online copy for me to read for you guys. So don't have the hard copy. They were quite a bit that they gave me online. I did buy some hard copies that I wanted to actually keep for myself, but this one in particular I didn't. I believe this was a anime that released in winter of 2020, so you guys can actually watch the anime. Okay, before anything else though, if you guys have not done so by now, subscribe to my channel. That helps so much. I have quite a bit of manga reviews for you guys through Yen Press, yes, but also other companies. So also give love to this channel. So comment, like, and share. Like I said, the links are in the description below. Go buy this series if you have not done so. There is a link in my description where you guys can get some cheap manga. So go check it out. Okay. The name of this one is Bofuri. That's the short name that everyone goes for. The long name is Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. I actually read a little bit of the light novel, I believe. Didn't really get too much into it, but the manga was pretty good. I've read the whole first volume, like I said. I won't give too much details, but I will say a little bit of the details that I liked about it compared to the first episode. So I did watch the first episode of the series. I never actually finished the series myself. I was waiting for it to be dubbed. I don't think it ever was. So anyways, the manga itself actually was very different, and it added a lot of to it that I think was really interesting. Now, the whole story follows this girl called Maple, and that's really her given name in the game, but she gives herself the name Maple in the game because that's what her name in Japanese means in English. And essentially, she's driven to this game because her friend Sally essentially told her, "Hey, get into this game. I'm gonna get into eventually." So, like I want to say the first 4 chapters, Maple is by herself. Her friend ended up getting in trouble, I think, with her parents, and ended up not being able be able to play the game for like the first 2 months or something like that. So Maple is playing the game by herself, and she's never played games before. So what she ends up doing is kind of what the title says. At the beginning, she says, "I don't want to get hurt, so I'm going to max out my defense so that when they attack me, I don't get hurt." Right? That's her whole mentality is that. So she starts leveling up slowly because she has no attacks. But eventually she starts getting attack strategies and ends up defeating some little monsters. And Maple actually levels up her defense and maxes it out at the point where she goes and defeats this legendary dragon and earns a bunch of points. She gets this shield. She gets her equipment. She gets a bunch of upgrades that no one has, and now she is this massive character that she doesn't even know. She thinks that she's just a normal character, but she's this massive character that you shouldn't mess with. Now, what is unique about the manga? The uniqueness about the manga is that the forums are actually very important here in this manga. You don't really, at least I don't remember seeing a lot of this in the anime, but the forums in the manga, almost every chapter, you have these forums like you have in real life. You know, people that play games will play the game, and then after the game, they also chat with other friends on forums. Well, this is the same thing. You have these hardcore gamers, big time gamers that are talking about Maple. Ongoing to the manga and the forums, and they're just looking at her. One, because they think she's cute and she's innocent in the fact that she doesn't even know how strong she is. Right? At first, they're like, "Is she faking it? Is she toying with us?" But then they start realizing, no, she's actually she doesn't really know what she's capable of. And then two, they know that she's probably one of the strongest characters there is for the game. So they kind of respect her. Towards I want to say 3/4, maybe 2/3 into the manga, her friend Sally finally is able to play the game, and she's impressed in where Maples is, but Sally tries to become her own thing and become her own character and her own self, and doesn't really follow Maple's advice of doing the way what she did. So Sally still earns quite a bit of stuff, and at the end of the volume, we see her actually earn points and get her gear going as well. So um, the first volume, I will say, it basically covers Maple's beginning in the game. It doesn't really show us past maybe just one event, which happens halfway in the volume, and a lot of people are excited for the next event, the big event where all the characters play against each other. So I'm going to assume that happens in volume 2. I don't know where this series is going personally. That's the only thing that I would say that I find negative about it. They haven't really set a goal for Maple's character. She's kind of already maxed out in some ways. She's kind of untouchable against a lot of characters. So where is the story going? I don't know. There is growth for the side character, Sally, because she needs to upgrade her stuff. She needs to catch up to Maple. But Maple is kind of a point where I'm like, okay, they gave us this character, they maxed her out, she's cute, she's innocent, great, but where is her character going? I don't know what they're going to do with her yet, but I'll see if I'm able to read volume 2, because I am curious what they do with her. Is it just kind of a story of her getting stronger and stronger and very oblivious of what's going on around her? Or is it a story of actually her obtaining something at the end? I don't know. If there really isn't a go to the series, I would say that will put my rating down. I'm kind of in a tug of where do I put this series. So out of 10, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I don't think it deserves higher. In fact, I would say if this plot doesn't go anywhere, I would even lower it a bit. Now, my anime list, at least the anime itself, was rated at 7.5. So a lot of people did like it. There's 323K people that, so 323,000 people that voted, and they leave it at 7.5, which is a decent, it's not the best, but decent rating. So again, I haven't seen the anime, but I did rate the first volume, so I think 7, it's a fair rating for it. Again, there's going to be links down there below for you guys to check out and buy this series, so go check them out, go buy it. Thank you guys so much for the love and support that you show this channel. Give some support to Yem Press. Thank you so much for that love and support that you show me as well. I will try to review as much manga as possible for you guys. I don't promise you anything at this point because I'm moving and I don't know where or when I'm going to end up. So we'll just see. We're just living day by day, me and my wife, and deciding that we'll end up where we end up. So thank you for your love and support again. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.